Uh-huh. Hi, I'm Leather Rock, and this is Garfield, formerly Garfield the Street Cat, and I'm about to cook dinner. Okay? Now, I know the place looks like a mess. Oh, you have something to say? But I was gone this afternoon, and my mother decided to help me out. She did a head start, and she boiled some potatoes and she left them for me. Okay, I'll put you down. All right, all right, all right. So, and I needed the pot that they were in, so I put them in this coffee pot. All right. So now, what I have on the stove right now is taco mix. And hi, Amir. This is comes frozen, and you thaw it out, and it's very sturdy plastic packaging. And this is just ground beef and I guess a bit of tomato. Oh, it says no pork, water, tomato paste. Contains less than 2% of textured vegetable protein, no soy protein concentrate, caramel color, dehydrated onion, salt, chili pepper, dehydrated garlic, caramel color, vinegar, spices, paprika extract, contains soy. Okay, so I put that in a pot. Okay, and then now ultimately I'm going to add a drained can of mixed green beans to this. But I have a secret weapon. I already added, but I'm going to show you what I threw in. I threw in a package of bean sprouts. And this is from a company called Jonathan Sprouts. And it says organic munchin mix. And there's three different kinds of bean sprouts. It is uh, peas, adzuki beans, and lentils. So, and these are totally organic. And I rinsed them three different times. But what I did, and you know how occasionally you hear that there's a salmonella outbreak and bean sprouts can often get contaminated with like E. coli and different things. Even though the great thing about bean sprouts is they're considered to be a nutritional powerhouse, they have all these concentrated vitamins and minerals and stuff that you would get from a sprout. But if you boil them for like a minute or two, I would think that that would kill off some germs and you would still have most of the nutritional value of the sprouts. I always rinse them real good, and I did that with these. So I put them in here. I had my mother sample them so she thought what she thought of the flavor. I boil them for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to throw the green beans in. I'll turn the light on in case that makes things look any better. But these are the green beans. Any kind will do. It's always easier to use canned because it doesn't take as much time to do the cooking. But what I'm going to do, uh, oh, I was at the dollar store today, and they had most of the junk food is over 99 cents, but they had these tortilla chips. These are 4-ounce bags, and these were originally they were selling them for 59 cents each, but they had a sale rack, and it said three of these for 99 cents. So I went and got $3 worth, which is nine of these, and these are very hot. So you can have three or four or five of them, and you're kind of satisfied. I opened up a bag and shared some with my mother, and after five of them, she, I mean, I could probably eat a whole bag to myself, but considering they're three for 99 cents, that's not a bad deal for decent tortilla chips. 9 ounces for 99 cents. When I was so shocked when I saw what they want for chips, regular Frito Lay chips and things. They are really, prices are ridiculous. But these are actually made in Mexico. And this is what the bags look like. They remind me of Takis. Have you ever heard of Takis? Taki. They're also tortilla chips that are round and they look kind of like cinnamon sticks. But this flavor is called Supernova. And this mascot, his name is Torch, apparently. And it's made in Mexico. I could hear this boiling. I'll turn the fire on. Now, I wasn't going to add any liquid to this, but I decided to add a little bit of the potato cooking water. An advantage of adding potato water is it adds some starch to this. It acts as a binder, and I'm thinking it also adds to the nutritional value of this. One of the things I like to do with uh, whenever I drain vegetables, I like to save the juice. I like to either drink it or I like to add it to a little bit of tomato paste or tomato sauce. Fill that up with water, add a little bit of salt to it, and I have a homemade V8. I think I'm going to do that now. This is real easy to do with any canned sauce and preferably without a whole bunch of other stuff. This is just a basic Hunt's tomato sauce, and its ingredients are uh, might not have anything but tomatoes. That's fine. What I'm going to do, we get a tall glass like this, and I'm going to pour. This is all you need. Okay. Now, I drain the green bean juice into this cup here. So I'm going to put that in here. And I'm not going to use all of it. I'm going to add water the rest of the way. Okay, I'm going to stir this, and I probably won't need to get any more tomato in there, but in the off chance I should need to, you know what, normally I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to drink it right away. So that pork mixture is already fully cooked. You get this frozen, and when you thaw it out, they say you should cook it till it reaches whatever the internal temperature is. I don't have a meat thermometer though. This looks mixed. Okay, I can definitely taste the green bean juice. You can do this with carrot juice. Add just a little bit more. So an open can, a 15-ounce can of this could make a lot of tomato juice if you're only making it for one person. It's an easy hack when you're thirsty and you don't want to make something that uses up your sweetener supply. And especially if you want to drink a beverage that is nutrient dense, tomato juice is good for you. Vegetables are good for you. Um, I'm dealing with food right now. I don't think putting a mask on would be a really good idea. Very good. Now, if I want, I can add Worcestershire sauce, which this is soy. I wouldn't add soy to this. Okay, Worcestershire sauce is probably up there. I could also add lemon juice, which I certainly have. Uh, I could also add a hot sauce of some kind. Oh, speaking of tomato sauces, if you guys ever get your hands on tomato sauce called this Cola Vita tomato basil, and it comes in this kind of packaging. This does not need to be refrigerated. This is shelf stable. You open it up kind of like you would open up a milk package. Open it up on the sides like this. And then if I was going to open the seal, I would just cut along here and it makes a carton. This has big basil leaves in it, and this is so good. Um, a certain social service agency that's not too far from me had cases of it, and they were giving it out one of those days when, like a food bank kind of day and everything, and they literally had cases and cases and cases and cases of it, and I probably got 2 dozen of these. All right. This is the tastiest damn sauce. It has these big, beautiful basil leaves in it. And it says the ingredients are diced tomatoes, tomato puree, onion, extra virgin olive oil, basil, salt, garlic, parsley, black pepper, citric acid. Oh, very good. I'm not sponsored. These people don't know that I exist. I'm certainly not a cooking channel, but it's a product of Italy, no, non-GMO, has a certification. And isn't doesn't it suck that half the things that we love we find out has GMOs? Uh, all these major processed companies, most of the chip manufacturers. Matter of fact, let's see if these say anything about GMO. Uh, but then again, these aren't American made; they're in Mexico. This is one good thing about RFK Jr. getting involved with Trump, and hopefully Trump wins. RFK is a health nut. RFK, his major platform is improving the safety and cleanliness of American food supply, improving our diet, having us eat more whole foods and less processed, cancer causing, other health compromising junk. And if he wants to encourage us to be healthier collectively, who could have a fault with that? You know, I've always liked the Kennedy, you know, but now these don't have any warning saying that they had genetically modified stuff. It says proudly distributed by Circle K Stores Incorporated. There's one Circle K store in Atlantic City, and I've never stepped foot in it. Or I beg your pardon, I did one time just because I was tagging along with somebody, and the clerk was very polite. But when I think of Circle K stores, I think of Phoenix, Arizona, and also Los Angeles, but especially Phoenix, Arizona. They were very prevalent, and I would often go there. Their hot dogs and their hamburgers were cheap survival food because they were 2 for 99 cents. And if a big earthquake happened, they were 3 for 99 cents. But though I don't think the earthquake things were a Phoenix thing. Okay, I'm going to add some more of this potato liquid because I really want to soften up bean sprouts and make them less hard. My mother doesn't mind the texture, but I want this to make sense when I add the potatoes to it. And what my mom had suggested I do is cube the potatoes. So what this is going to end up being a potato and green bean uh, and taco meat, pork taco meat dish. And it's going to be like a big, probably not necessarily very attractive pile of food. I don't want to add the green bean till the last minute because they're already cooked. And the more you cook vegetables, the more you cook the nutrition out of them. Okay, I'm gonna dump dump the whole 15-ounce can of green beans in. My mother's a heart patient. Took it off the fire. I think I may have mentioned to you that she got outfitted with a Watchman. It's an implant that one of the things it does, besides lowering the risk of stroke, it eliminates your need for taking one of the blood thinners that heart patients often take. Of course, when you're taking 12 or 13 different meds every day, I don't know that not taking one pill, how much difference it makes. But if it improves her quality of life and makes her live longer and protects her from certain complications that are part of having heart failure and atrial fibrillation, I'm all for it. But this is what this looks like. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Bring this. I'm going to unplug my computer and I'm going to bring this close to the stove. Oh, and I hope you guys are over 21 because I'm about to commit an adult act in a minute. This is a lot of times food tastes a lot better than it looks. Now, if anybody noticed any messes, I got a cleaning cloth, a bunch of cleaning cloths. I can't wait to try out. I want to show you a second. On Temu, I ordered a stack of 18 of these metallic infused, but yet not abrasive like Brillo. But they're still abrasive, but I mean, they're not the thing that's going to break off little metal pieces and stick in your finger. Hexdonge, Hexdonge, T-Donge. Hello, did I say your name right? Phoenix Princess. Hi. Let me see if I can find a mask for you on here. Anyway, these are really great for scrubbing surfaces clean. I'm not having any success with some burnt on stuff on a pot, though. That I'm afraid I'm going to have to use cleanser with. But oh, and I even tried experimenting with dumping some white vinegar in a pot, then dumping some baking soda in it, and it foams up, and you throw in some dish soap, and supposedly that helps to get power things clean, but it doesn't. Nothing substitutes for elbow grease. Anyway, I want to use this and tackle these surfaces. Oh, I found another rug remnant outside. It was all tied up. Oh, it's a cute little mouse. Oh, little, like dark. Most of our mice are gray. This one looked black, and I ran across the baseboard. Oh, ow. When I was on my way home, I ran into a buddy of mine who, I guess you could say he's a neighbor. He must have been at a dispensary. He smoked me out when I was coming on my way home and gave me a bud. And like an idiot, I don't remember the name of the stuff. It was sour, and it wasn't sour diesel. It was sour something. I don't remember where it was, but I am going to sample a wee little bit. Oh, before I forget, here's another kind of sprouts that I haven't opened yet, and I'm not mixing in this, but I am going to add this to something. I stuck in the freezer 2 packages of guacamole. I love guacamole. Something tells me these are going to be good with guacamole. You want to have some these with something that doesn't have a strong spice to it, something mild and something like that. So I'm going to put these back. Oh, this is another good sauce. I would recommend it. Definitely, it's this sweet chili sauce. I got this at a Dollar Tree just before it closed. I found out there's another Dollar Tree. It's in Ventnor on Wellington Avenue, and I'm gonna go there. I need to try to see if they have this certain kind of decongestant that my mother and I use. The generic name is called cetirizine. If I can go over there and get a bunch of packages of it, it would be way cheaper than if my mom used one of her insurance benefit is they give her um you get what $75 worth of a curated list of health and wellness products that Walgreens sells, or no, it's not Walgreens, CVS. But the prices, if they were paying out of pocket, are not bargains by any stretch of the imagination. And so it'd be so much cheaper to just get them at, Dollar Tree. So I would like to go over there. A tiger! Oh my God! Hi, I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Oh my goodness. Hold that tiger. Hold that tiger. Oh, I got a couple shirts today. Hold this. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. You want to see Tiger? You want to see my Garfield? Okay, look at this. Oh, this is my baby. This is my baby. This is my baby. This is Garfield. Yes. You want to complain? Hmm? Go ahead. You're worldwide, dude. Talk to them. The camera's there. Yes. Oh, my baby. Oh, damn it. Guess what I just stepped in? Bunch of cat food. Oh, lucky me. Garfield, you know how to eat directly from the floor? That would be real nice. I think I'm going to have to fill this bowl with cat food. Hold that thought. And don't you dare wheel me on that stuff. You and I will have. Okay, I'm back. Got him some food. And of course, I got to pick up a bunch of food that I spilled. But I want you to see what I bought myself today. Oh, before you retract a message, you should give me time to read it. Kind of shirts are great because you can layer all kinds of long sleeves in them underneath them. And you don't tend to see a lot of green Trump shirts, huh? $4.99. And this happens to be a Fruit of the Loom UV protecting shirt, even though there's not a lot to it to protect you from the sun, but it's a kind of fabric that acts like a low level SPF. But this is definitely a layering shirt. Purple Trump shirt. This, I don't know if I could wear this. You know what? Later on, I'm going to see if it's big enough that sometimes shirts are actually big enough you can wear as dresses. I don't know if I can really do that because I don't want to belt it to the point where it would rub on the lettering. But anyway, it was a chance to get a Trump shirt in colors that will go with more of my wardrobe because I already have red Trump shirts and white and black, and it's good to have shirts in all bunch of colors that you have clothes to match, you know. So and I am trying to, yeah, the colors were really awesome. I think it's really amusing. I didn't expect to see Trump stuff at the dollar stores here, but I was happy to see them. But then again, they probably just got a bunch of shirts cheap, and once you have the stuff, the there's lots of different ways that you can put art on shirts, and this is that rubbery stuff. So I understand that you have to. It's fragile. I have to, but I hand wash all my stuff anyway. You know, I still have some iron on patches that I got that I haven't. All you need is a regular iron to apply them. See, this is what I mean by UV protectant. This is what that Fruit of the Loom shirt is. That it's supposed to do protect UV things, and as far as odor protection, that's nice. Of course, I believe in soap and water and deodorant and all that stuff too. Uh, I am right now. Oh, got a bunch of strawberries. I'm going to stop what I'm doing right now, and I'm going to rinse off a big, beautiful strawberry. They were growing strawberries in a garden across the street, right? And don't get me wrong, they tasted good. The strawberries are good for you, but they are like a fourth the size of these. These are big ass strawberry. Now let's see where these were grown. It says Driscoll's, product of the USA. Um, half of it's in French, half of it's in English. Um, it doesn't give the exact state. It just says USA. Sometimes they give you. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Watsonville, California. It's pure vitamins. Man, I love President Trump so much. I was watching the Butler rally live when he got shot. And when Brett Baer interviewed Kamala Harris, I made my mom watch it. My mother, unfortunately, she likes the other side. But I find President Trump so inspiring, so exciting. I love that Elon Musk is stumping for him. I love the free speech platform. You know, when Elon Musk bought out Twitter, I was beyond overjoyed. I wouldn't have joined Twitter if he hadn't bought it. I mean, we want free speech. I was on the boardwalk today. I had filming to do, and I decided I wanted to buy those Trump shirts. Um, One of the things that really struck me, besides the fact it was a very beautiful day, was that the people that were there on the boardwalk, there was still homeless people holding their signs there, and there was still some music people up by resorts. But there is such an unfair, uneven enforcement of laws here in Atlantic City. And some of the things I see people getting away with, and you have the city and organizations claiming to care about the quality of the neighborhoods and beautifying the neighborhoods, and you have code enforcement and CRETA and all these organizations cooperating so that people keep up their properties. And of course, you have the police who enforce the law and keep the citizens in line and stuff. But I can't help but feel that this town loves the visitors more than it does those of us who actually live here. And depending on what your esteem is in a community, like if you have a real high casino executive job or something, or you're on different boards and trustees for different organizations, then of course you're high up in the totem pole. But if you're just struggling to get by and you're not in real society, like you're self-employed or something, uh, you don't get a whole lot of respect from the authorities and stuff. And when the cops gave me that warning, and they said they had the supervisor there, and they said, "We see you on the boardwalk again with your guitar." They said $1,000 in fines, and I think a lot of people would say, "You know what? That's a big fine. Who's going to pay that? That's most of the rent there." It'd be easier to just, you know what, give me 3 hots and a card. I'll do time served. How many days I would do it? But guess what? You do that, you have a criminal record. What's that? So, because I'm afraid of running afoul of the law, I've been staying off the boardwalk. I wasted most of my summer. You know, I love summers here. That's a time to be hanging out. Beautiful, warm weather. Suits my clothes. You know, people are friendly. And since marijuana is legal, there's no reason to have an adversarial relationship with the cops. I don't cause trouble. I'm Trump sexual ultra MAGA extremist. Well, Teat Orange, welcome to my channel. You're my kind of people. I mean, actually, you don't need to love Trump to hang out with me, but I love my Trumpers. You know, in my room where my set is, I had a bunch of Trump banners hanging up. But a month and a half ago, we were given, with no notice at all, we were under the impression that somebody was going to do a walk through this whole apartment, including looking in all our rooms. And I did not want somebody seeing my YouTube set and all that stuff. And so I went and I took down all the banners, the No More Bullshit banner, the Keep America Great banner, everything. I hid, I was just taking things down, everything that showed anything about my personality and my politics, or that you could see and recognize on the internet and stuff. And I resented feeling I had to do that. But as luck would have it, the person never gained access to our home. Okay, but still, I haven't got a chance to put the banners back up. I've been doing a lot of filming outside, as you well know. I really love New York City. And I would like to go back. But the thing is, I was taking advantage of the free uh, New Jersey Transit. Scott, when are you and Tiger coming back down AC? Starting to get a little chilly. Oh, my birthday's coming up. You guys know when it is. I don't like giving out specific dates, because of everybody's afraid of identity theft and all that stuff. Let's just say it's a couple of days before election day, and I got a jury duty notice. I got called in for the 28th or the 27th, I forget, the 28th. And the thing is, the courthouse is literally very, very, very convenient for me. Okay. And usually I can't wait. I'm very eager to do jury duty because it's fun and I think I got a good brain for that sort of thing, right? Now, I never wanted to do it when I lived in Los Angeles because I was on call as an actor and you only stand to make $5 a day working on the jury. But when you're an actor, you get to make scale if you're union or whatever the hourly thing is, whatever your rate is, you make. And if you have a chance of going to work, we're only making $5. What would you rather do? But in New Jersey, I wasn't on call, so I was wanting to get on juries. But whenever I did the reporting and everything, they never wanted me. I never got picked. I mean, I wore a business suit, I carried a briefcase, had my hair pulled back, you know, but for whatever reason, I don't know what it was they were looking for. But this is one time when I really hope I don't get picked because can you imagine I would be trying to fulfill I'm paying attention, doing all the things you're supposed to do for the jury. And meanwhile, I'm thinking about my birthday. I know it also will mean I can't travel for my birthday. As it is, I can't take any risk of screwing up on my voting. I might do this early voting thing, but the thing is, the earliest that we can vote in New Jersey, I believe, is the 26th of October. So, as far as doing something early so that I get that responsibility out of the way, so that if I have a chance to travel or something, I can do it. But the thing is, now you may have heard that Trump is coming back to New York City. He's going to Madison Square Garden. And I know where that is. And I would love to go. But now the problem is just like when I went to Wildwood, if I was using a smaller device, that'd be one thing. But their Secret Service is not going to allow me to bring my laptop past the security area. And if you're on a beach, you could hide things in the sand and it's safe. But when you're in a big city like New York City, you can't just, I don't think, leave things and just expect that things aren't going to take legs and walk away. So I'm thinking if I go up there and I don't want to not be able to create content, to not be able to be there and not be able to document things, I have small little equipment that if I could learn how to use, it'll be small enough that I can use that assuming it stays powered up. One thing I discovered when I was making these New York City trips that week that the bus fares were free, I discovered there are places where you can get Wi-Fi in the city, but the tricky thing is finding electric power. There are things if you had something small like a cell phone or a little tablet or something, the things that you could power just by USB. But if you require a two-prong or three-prong electrical outlet, you have to probably go back to Port Authority or certain places. Like if you were going out to eat at a restaurant or something, they might allow you to plug in. But as it got later at night, it was harder to find places where you can just stick a plug in. I was able to plug in Trump Tower, but those are more normal business hour kind of things. And that's the thing is, now I know Madison Square Garden is on 8th Avenue, and I'm thinking now the way to get into a rally, I think, is to camp out so that you can get in and stuff. But I'm thinking now it's getting cold. If I go there and say I went by the bus, I would have to forfeit a whole bunch of stuff. I'd have to worry about the safety of my computer. It's yeah, but I'd still like to go. But that's what, the 27th, and there is. I really wish that they would let us know about more rallies instead of the ones that are only really, 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 really close. I didn't try harder to get to the one in Philly because the neighborhood I was not familiar with. And again, I didn't know where the electric outlet situation was. And I certainly didn't know where I was going to stash my computer because I know I wouldn't have been able to get it in the arena. That's the thing, is when you're carrying around a 17-inch laptop, you can't get it every place, you know. So, all right, let me see. I'm going to give a taste test of this right now. I could have cooked those bean sprouts a bit more. Now I'm going to cut these up in cubes. And you don't have to be neat about it. I don't know how good this looks from here, but oh, somebody's hungry. Okay. Somebody's hungry. Somebody's hungry. Somebody's hungry. Look what I got. Did you burn it? No. Would you please turn that down? Put this here. Say hello. Okay, all right.
Say hello.
All right, well, hello. Okay, let me get you, what do you want? Spoons or fork? Spoons or fork? Okay. Mom says hello. She's pissed at me. Um, I wanted to show you a gown I got. What? be right there. Excuse me, Garfield. It's it's between ankle length and floor length, and so you gotta be a good boy. Oh man. Get her a bowl. You know what? Let me see if there's a bowl. Okay, so my mother thought that was good. That was real big. I don't want to use a real big bowl. I will. Says, hmm, uh, let's see. Hmm, good. These are very thin skinned yellow potatoes. You just scrub the skins. I never peel potato skins. A lot of nutrition is in the skins. Oh, you know what I made last a couple of nights ago? I made shrimp scampi. We have some more. They're the big, they're not the biggest shrimp in the world, but they're still a nice size. I have them in the freezer. I have angel hair pasta. The only thing I don't have, would have made it perfect, is the giant fresh basil leaves. I stopped gardening over there when that dog was let roam free and he's crapping all over the place. You know, when you have to watch your step and you have a landscaper that pulls the plants that you grew around your cat's grave and stuff. I just there are too much wrong going on there. So I just don't go there. I know what I'm looking for. Oh, guys, you're over 21, right? Don't want to corrupt the morals of the youth of America or anywhere. Even though, considering what's in the video game, considering what's in the movies, this is nothing. What I just crumbled is a sticky dank weed from a very good black roach that I found on the boardwalk today. I can't find any of my lighters right now, so oh, this is it doesn't look attractive. Pickle and peanut butter. This has pork and tomato taco mix with bean sprouts and green beans and yellow potatoes. And it's not a lot to look at, but it is nutrient dense, partly because the potatoes do not have the skins cooking. I hope you're over 21. I'm about to fire up some legal marijuana. Something else I like cooking with, and I like to use it on my skin too. Real coconut oil. Mm. Coconut oil has fatty acids that now some people it can clog their skin. It's not one of these totally non-comedogenic things. So if you have a tendency toward acne, especially cystic acne, I might not use it, but you could still use it as a makeup remover. You have waterproof mascara and eyeliner. Of course, you could also use any vegetable oil as makeup remover. Otherwise, you use your cleanser, and I find that when you get it around your eyes, it just smears it all over your face, and you got the gray face and stuff. And you want to make sure that you've got all that crap off, because you ever have somebody ring the doorbell late at night and you forget that your face is kind of gray because you haven't totally taken your makeup off, and you end up looking like some creature, either that or somebody who got caught wearing some kind of inappropriate face makeup or something. Either way, when you live in an urban environment like mine, it's not a good look. Hmm. You know what? The next time I make shrimp scampi, I think I'll do it live. Cause oh man, that was good. Not something like basic garlic and oil on pasta. OMG is so sublime. 2 summers ago, I had some angel hair pasta. I think it may have been from Carmine's or something. I don't forget. I don't know where exactly it was, but it was pasta with big basil leaves in it and garlicky oil. And it only had 3 shrimps in it. And they were big. but OMG, the garlic and the oil, and it perfectly, no more done than al dente pasta. It didn't have any cheese in it. See, I don't do cheese, and the thing that puts me off with most Italian food is all you smell is cheese when you pass by these restaurants and stuff. And to me, that just kind of ruins it. My spaghetti and clams doesn't have cheese in it. It has a lot of onions and a lot of garlic. And if you've seen the video, you've probably seen me make it on this channel. And I'm gonna make that my birthday week, by the way. You can tell it's a Friday night. Starting to hear some urban sounds. This weekend we have the Atlantic City Marathon. It is the 19th and the 20th of October, and I could see signs on the boardwalk, and some of the trash cans have been wrapped in plastic, and they have special portable bins for recycling and trash. So I noticed that when I went up to the boards today. I was planning on filming 3 videos, but I only ultimately filmed 2. So one of the videos I wanted to do, I realized I need to wait for a Timu package because I have some more things to make it a complete video. Another video I wanted to do, I was going to interview a certain person here in Atlantic City, but we were talking and he noticed my pentagram, and right away he made some comments about that. And I don't know if he still wants to be on my channel after that. So, because he is of a very strong born again Christian faith, and he's always talking about demons and all this stuff. And he's the kind of person that he's my friend, so I will go and I'll take some of my symbols and I'll stick them in my shirt, which I shouldn't have to do. But what if I'm wearing a sweatshirt and it has a big giant pentagram on it? Or if I'm wearing my Ouija board tights? Or, I can be dripping in all kinds of symbols, and people should be able to be free to be who they are without having to worry about people who have a narrow definition of what they believe is their guidelines for right and wrong. And I think people, because they're afraid, and also because they want to make sure not to jeopardize their eternity, so they will react in a very visceral way to things that they think are hearkening to things that they've been conditioned to be told is evil and dangerous. And occult practitioners scare a lot of people. Even if you just wear some symbols like an eye or something, for every person who thinks there are some people who think, oh, this is the evil eye, and then other people say, oh, that's the all-seeing eye, or they'll know about the pineal gland and the third eye and stuff. And there's some people, have a little bit of sophistication, and those kind of people are fun to talk to. So it was really nice. I came home from running my errands and making my videos, and the sun had already set. Oh, and I'm mad at myself. I had a chance to take a picture, and one of the things I bought at the dollar store was one jar of jam. It said rose hip jam. I'd never had rose hip jam before, but rose hips are wonderful for us. They are a very concentrated source of vitamin C. And I thought, what wonderful! I got this jar, right? And when I was taking pictures, I don't want to spoil the surprise because I'm probably going to do something with these pictures later. Um, I used the jar to weight my computer down because it was on a ledge and half the computer was sticking out. And the last thing I wanted was a computer to fall down and crash, and it would have broken because it was like a it was over 3.5 feet high, the ledge. And that was weighting it. And when I moved it to get it closer to where I was. The jar, I must have left it there. When I realized I didn't have it here at the house, I literally ran back to Bally's where this whole thing was, and it wasn't, somebody took it. But okay, it was 99 cents, but still, it was the only jar of it that I saw there, and I would have liked to have tried it. So, okay, the next time I make this, I would definitely cook the bean sprouts more. Because a lot of times when you think of bean sprouts, these are not the soft bean sprouts like you're used to having mung beans when you have Chinese food, like the canned bean sprouts or the bean sprouts that you get in big bags at Asian markets. These are much harder bean sprouts. The bean part is very chewy and feels very raw, and it's kind of means you're chewing more than maybe you might want to. So, and the thing is, I boiled them for what seemed like a good 10 minutes. I simmered this with the meat, and I didn't want to boil the nutritional value out of sprouts. Most of the reason why people eat sprouts, they eat them in salads and they eat them on sandwiches and stuff, but they eat them because it's concentrated nutrition. But I wanted to soften up the bean part, and that didn't make a dent in the softening it up. They kind of remind me of when you were boiling dry beans. I mean, if you've ever boiled dry beans before, there always seems to be two or three that won't soften up. And it's so annoying because you're thinking you don't want everything to disintegrate into nothing. And you don't want to burn them. I hate burning pots. It's going to take weeks for me to clean this. I haven't tried the cleanser with it. I thought the whole idea of getting those cleansing cloths is so that I wouldn't have to be using so much cleanser. You know what I miss doing? Is the news commentary, taking my favorite news items of the week and just exploring them, emulating the guys on TV and radio who I respect so much. Oh, I'm going to be taking this out soon. I'm going to take it out, maybe on video. I don't know. It could be interesting because I need to wash it. I need to um, re-bleach the roots since I got the peroxide to do it. I already have the powder and stuff, and I need to recolor it. And I'd like to do the recoloring before my birthday. Whether I'm going to have it in braids for my birthday or not, I don't know. it's really dreaded up, really tangled. So it's not going to be just a matter of unraveling the braids. Once you get up in here, it's very, it feels like a big felt mass. And it can take some time untangling in here. And of course, once I'm in the process of untangling it, I can't get it wet at all. So I have to shower with it in plastic or something, which that's what you do anyway. And I sleep in silk bonnets to help reduce some of the friction. But as you can see, the friction happens anyway. And the hair dye fades regardless of your frequency of washing. I'm sure the part of it is also when you're by the salt air and you're here on the coast. It's damp, and salt air is corrosive with metal and stuff. So I imagine you can feel that in your hair. See, if she hadn't made the potatoes, I would have probably just made rice. You could do the same thing with the rice. Potatoes may have more nutritional benefit. All right. I don't want to bore you to death watching me eat my dinner. And this is just, I figured it would be fun to go live while I was doing this because I came home. Um, I wanted to get on with my day and do things. And, she wanted me to make coffee or make tea or make breakfast or make lunch. And I'm on my way out the door and I have to stop and do this. And it's like, I have to do these things too because stores aren't all open 24 hours a day, and you want to take advantage of the light so you can film. And plus, the colder, the lower the sun got in the sky, then the temperature dropped and wind kicked up and stuff. So I had to do what I had to do with the time that I had. And then, of course, as soon as I got in the door, uh, she told me that she got to start on dinner, so I knew right away I had to get started on this. So I figured, hey, why don't I at least get a live stream out of it? So now I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to get undressed, and I'm going to take a shower that I earned so much. And oh, I want to show you my sneakers. They're fake snake. They're pull-ons. They don't need to be laced up, and they are nice and comfortable. After I gave myself the blisters and hurt my feet so much the other day, those boots were comfortable, but they're just a little narrow in the front. This doesn't have that more extreme taper to them, and they're don't need to be laced, and it's soft here, so there's nothing that's pushing up against the top of my feet because my feet are just so sensitive now. It's ridiculous. The top of my feet need to have soft things, otherwise, like I have this pair of Doc Martens that I am trying to break in. They're white Docs. When I lived in San Francisco, I wore Doc Martens. And they were extremely comfortable shoes, but they were probably a size big. Plus, they were broken in. I got them secondhand. I have this pair of shoes. Yeah, I want to show you. I want you to see a boot. You would think this would be hella comfortable, right? Doc Martens, leather. Yeah, these are real. These airwear soles. These are genuine. Okay, and I put white shoe polish on them and stuff. They they are my size. It says US 8. I don't know if the toe area is a bit on the narrow side or what, because I thought I remember the docs that I had were rounder a toe. This seems more narrow. I'm not sophisticated enough about docs to know whether there are some styles that are more tapered toe as opposed to having more room in the toe. But now, and I tried wearing this with socks, obviously, around the house for a while to, work on breaking them in or something. But it just made the bunion area and the top of the foot around here just made it achy and sore and stuff. And I've never even laced them up. Uh, you know, and I miss being able to wear real sky high shoes and stuff, and even wear them dancing and ignore the discomfort when you've been on your feet a number of hours and stuff. And it used to be sometimes, okay, by the end of the night, they'd be really sore, but within 24 hours, I'd recovered. And then it took like a week to recover. And now it's like, can I even wear those shoes anymore? And I see people wearing real high shoes now, and I just have such shoe envy, you know. So I'm just so sick of wearing ugly shoes. I really am. But I'll show you a pair of boots that I got yesterday. These are going to be comfortable. They're knockoff Uggs. They're soft. I tried them on. I like this, Daniel. Oh, look, it kind of goes with your car. These will be comfortable. They're kind of remind me of my Hello Kitty boots that on my birthday when I walked up to Tennessee Avenue and back, and part of the sole was actually coming out, sticking out of the boot like a giant tongue. And I would need to wash them real good and then shove them back in there. And it's like, I don't know whether it would be worth having a tailor do all that. So, okay, I am going to finish eating the rest of my meal, and I'm going to get in that shower and watch some TV and stuff. I want you all to have a good night, be safe, and cook up something good for yourself. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.